Hey guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 4, and today we're going to be doing a time trial challenge. It's been quite a while since I last tackled a time trial challenge here on Ride 4. So this time around it's going to be on the KTM 690 SMC, and we're going to be here in the Virginia International Raceway for the North version, I do believe. I hope I've got that right. Now, as far as this bike goes, I had a love-hate relationship with it. I'm now on the side of loving it. I do very much enjoy this bike. And this version and layout of this circuit is by far the best track of this variant. Now, regarding the Grand Course, the Full Course, and whatever the other one is, I'm just not a fan. I just prefer this one so much. So when I seen Sergio and the Aces had tackled this track already with this bike, it piqued my interest, and I thought, why not give it an opportunity? No doubt this could be a lap time and a half that's going to take some doing, because the Aces are extremely fast, as you know, but I did see a lap time in there around a 1:24.5 or a 1:24 something. So I'm going to give it a best shot today. Hopefully we can come out on top, and hopefully we can achieve the world record. Now, for the first lap, this one is coming in pretty fast across the line, and it's going to be a 1:25.338, so roughly, what, 0.8 of a second away from where we need to be. I've just got to get the feeling back. The brakes are the biggest difference for me right now. The really strong, aggressive braking style of the KTM is not what I'm accustomed to from playing the likes of Superbike 22 and MotoGP 22, especially when it comes to those Moto e-bikes. Very heavy and not so nimble like this one is here. Now, I'm abusing a lot of the rumble strips here on this track. It's something I've always tended to do to achieve the best results, and unfortunately there's no right or wrong way. There's no real clear cut, apart from it being that it is part of the track, so it might look a bit unorthodox, but it is the right racing line that works for me. So just bumping those cones there to the left hand side there, but here now to the left we're going to brake in gradually and then get the change of direction back over to the right hand side for turn 12. So now on the brakes again, this is a part that always catches me off guard. It's one of those corners that you want to go in there strong and aggressive, but you get a little bit nervous and it just stops yourself from pushing that extra bit. A couple of corners in Ride 4 and even the other bike games as well, that there is always that inhibition of not knowing how hard to push, and that is a prime example of them. But we're going to get, what, 0.8 of a second quicker now, so across the line, a 1:24.8, so not quite my 0.8 that I anticipated, less than that as a matter of fact. It was roughly about halfway. So into the horseshoe then. This will be our third lap coming in, and already trending in the right direction. Just got to keep on this pace and keep on pushing. Now with the KTM it is a bit misleading because it does feel really solid on this bike, and it does feel like no matter what you do you can just brake and nothing's to be concerned about. But every now and again you just feel like a little bit too much braking, bang, you're gone. So you've got to be on your A game if you're wanting to compete in this challenge. And of course a very difficult braking market is this one here. Go a little bit wide and you're down. Simple as that. You've got to be really, really careful for that right-hander. It's off camber and you've got to go in nice and tight. You've got to go to the apex, go a little bit wide, and unfortunately you go down. So just bear that in mind. Now, something to mention as well, if you do want to replicate this challenge, this bike has been tuned to a point where it fits in the under 600cc or under 600 performance points bracket, should I say. So you will have to tweak it and you'll have to find what works best for you. Judging by the leaderboards, I don't think I used the same as Sergio. I think he had a 598 and mine was a 599, or it might be the other way around. I think he had a 599, I have a 598. Regardless, I don't think it's going to give you much of an advantage, but tweak it, customize it, and find what works best for you. Just because it's a higher performance doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be quicker or better for you. So, still trying to beat that 1:24. We had a small off in the previous lap. Try and avoid the crashes and I think we'll be absolutely fine. Could afford to go a little bit deep here for the right there and then chuck it into the left hand side for the left hook. Very tight to the apex and tight again by just cutting across the curb. ever so slightly, back onto the curbs again, back onto the curbs, back onto the curb times 3 times 4, and then you're on the charge to get into the Nissan braking point here. So braking around roughly at the 3rd braking spot. Ooh, a little bit careful as we get up into the curbs and the cones. Still on the ragged edge of the KTM. Currently running the soft option front and soft option rear. Noticing the front is getting a little bit toasty. Nothing to cause too much concern. Nice and tight to the apex of the roller coaster. Back across into the left for 16. That's another part that gets a bit bumpy and concerning. But unfortunately, I don't think this lap time is going to really feature anything special. I'm going to push as much as I can now coming out of the long straight, just kicking up a bit of gravel if anyone's behind me. And then cross into start-finish straight. It is not an improvement. We lost around 4/10. So not quite making the progress I thought we would do, but I've got to get used to it. Can't be too harsh on myself here. Can't be really expecting results to just jump straight off the page. I've got to keep on pushing and getting back to the feeling of Ride 4. It's been a while for me to be competitive in the 4th installment of Ride, so I'm hoping I can recapture some of that speed and confidence that I once had. I guess it's, as I always say, it's rather difficult balancing all these bike games at once and then expecting to be competitive in all of them. Well, only losing 32,000 of a second, still braking at the 3rd entry point there as we now go to the right-hand side. Lost a little bit of confidence there, I won't lie to you. It's a very difficult corner. I don't expect anyone to get it right first time. And unfortunately, after that small moment, I have lost a bit of confidence and a bit of nous from that particular corner. So now back on the brakes again. That's deep. That's too deep. Gotta find it though. You gotta find the limit. Gotta find the edge. And I think we're finding it. It's going to take a few of them to really find the limit here. We're now on the limit once again. Into the hog pen and now wide to the right hand side. I'm going to line the bike up here. Ooh, getting caught on the rumble strip is not ideal. But we're still on it. I don't think we lost a significant amount of time there, but across the line, it is a... Oh, it's an improvement. We actually improved by 68,000 of a second. Not all is doom and gloom, it seems. So now into the horseshoe, very tight apex there. I'm not going to follow the racing line, that deep curve that you can see in the track there. I like to go a bit right and then swing it in to the left-hand side. Be very careful of trail braking with this bike here, ladies and gentlemen, because it does have its mind of its own. Sometimes on the brakes, whoa, kicking the rear out, almost playing Supercross 6 there. Hitting the rear brake, getting the rear to slide. Looking great on the Supermoto bike combination, the hybrid of the naked and the Supermoto. But it is going to lose your time there, so unfortunately we aren't close enough to Sergio's time now, who currently sits top of the pile here in the VIR North. I do hope it's the North, I've said it enough times. I have a feeling it's the South, but I honestly do not remember. I guess I'll show you towards the end of the video. But for now, you're getting it transparent here, completely live. I'm going to give you everything I can to make sure we can be competitive in this class. I do like this bike, and I do like this circuit, so it's a good combination. And actually, didn't feel like we would be up in this one, but oh, almost losing the front for the hog pen. Coming out of turn 19, still running that wider line. Careful, don't get onto the grass again. Go for the tighter apex here, and across the line, is it? It is not an improvement at 124.773, losing 0.02 of a second. I'm still following that line again. I'm going to run it into the tightest part of the corner here, and then eventually swing across to the left-hand side and start trail braking. Probably should have gone wider and then swung in, but it's still fine. But we got that line we wanted to be. Oh, goodness me. Wheelie glitch to the... Oh, my God. Back to the pits. So after the wheelie glitch has been caught on camera, I don't wish to see that again, ever, in any other bike game, but it happened. Now I've decided to change for the medium front. So I think I'll have a bit more confidence with the medium front, knowing that it's not going to heat up as quick. Could give me what I need, just cutting the apex there into the rumble strip, avoiding the curb for that part. There is that super tight. I almost lost the front then. We got the rear tyre onto the grass there, and that was costly. This is a messy lap time. We're again on the... Oh, that's a messy lap time, but he did gain us 2.5 of a second. Can't be particularly proud of that one. That was a really ugly lap, but now to the tightest part of the right-hander there. Met our demise a couple of laps ago, of course. Now back to the left-hand side. Turn 11 tackled very tight to the apex. Back to turn 12. Probably didn't need to hit the brake there. Just lost a bit of confidence in the right-hand side. And now back to the right again. Just rolling across the rumble strip and back across to the left. Running across the apex of the dirt. Oh, we're up by 6.5 tenths of a second. This is on the limit. We're pushing. We're giving it everything. And I must say, I do miss that in Ride 4. You can touch the grass. You can touch the outside of the circuit and the lap's still valid. And here we go. Into the right-hander. Is it? It's enough. It's a 1:24.305. Pretty damn decent lap time, and I think that's done it. I'm sure Sergio's was a 1:24.4, 1:24.5, something around that. So I'm happy with that. We'll give it another lap. I'd like to end on a high, if there wasn't already a high. And then, of course, we will have a look at the leaderboards at the end. So now back into the same part there, still abusing the curbs, abusing the runoffs and the rumble strips as that change of direction. With no electronics on right now, ladies and gentlemen, so I have to be careful if I bring on the acceleration too abruptly. Don't want to be kicking out the front wheel up into the air. A bit, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for here, but a bit, a bit messy into that right-hand side, a bit on the limit. A little bit nervous, squirrely up on the brakes for the right-hander a moment ago, but these fast changing directions certainly give the KTM 690 SMC a run for its money. Very tight to apex again. This could be enough. Oh, it's not. Yeah, we lost a massive amount of time there. I think that's it for me. It's a good effort. Almost 8 laps completed. It will be my 8th. And I think I'm happy with the performance we've got. Job is effectively done. I would like to hear from Sergio and hopefully see his response very, very soon. So there they are then, guys, my 8 laps on screen. One of the laps being invalid, of course, after my crash, but look at them 4 lap times at the end there. A 1:24.771, a 1:24.773, and a 1:24.772. That's unreal. Wow, I'm happy with that one. Well, those are my lap times on screen. If you want to compare them with your own as you time this challenge and attempt to tackle it, then go ahead. You can have a look at those now. But it is the Virginia International Raceway North course. So I was right, thankfully. So here we are then, guys. We are on top of the world for now with a 1:24.305, 2 tenths of a second quicker than the Belgian ace. Shout out to Mad Max in third. He'd done this challenge before, but with a different bike. So try and set up your bike with a 598 or a 599 with the performance index, and you can tackle this challenge. Be sure to let me know in either the comments section here, come to the DrAce Discord with the DrAce Academy, and I will see you there, discuss more Ride 4 challenges and even bikes in there as well. But guys, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button and consider subscribing, and even consider becoming a DrAce Pit Crew member. Thanks for watching, and ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.